So what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the JevMan316 Custom YouTube channel. I'm your host, JevMan316, your pop culture reporter, and welcome back to what's going to be another movie review. I'm finally getting around to review the movie Spiral from the book of... What the hell is this? What? God, what is going on?
Hello, JevMan316. I want to play a game. Besides you, there's a tool that will explain how you can get free. Find it. Let's go.
What is he talking about? You gotta be kidding me. No way.
Not that, you idiot. Find the tape player.
A tape recorder in 2021? God.
Hello, JevMan316. I want you to play a game. You have enjoyed many movies during your lifetime. These movies have included comedies and horror films. In this game, you must sit down and watch a horror film featuring a comedy legend. The film that I speak of is called Spiral, starring Chris Rock. If you choose to play this game, you must watch the film in its entirety and record a YouTube video featuring your honest review. You cannot watch another film or record another video until you have completed this game. Is Spiral on fire or hot garbage? It's your choice. You decide. Let's go.
Hey, well, that's a game I think I can definitely win. So, hey, why don't we do this together? I'll review the movie Spiral from the Book of Saw. You guys can watch the video. You can support my channel at the same time. Like it, give it the thumbs up. Then after you do that, make sure you subscribe. Then after you subscribe, you know what you can do. Hit the notification bell and you'll be the first to know when I'm able to post another video after this one. So let's do that review that they're making me do. Spiral from the Book of Saw. Let's go!
You wanna play games, motherfucker?
So hey YouTube, like I said, I'm going to be doing my review here of the movie Spiral from the Book of Saw. Just making sure we're safe here this time. So, just kidding, but like I said, we're going to talk about Spiral from the Book of Saw. I'll give you a little background. I'm a really big fan of Saws 1 through 5. I think the Jigsaw story is pretty awesome. Those movies, I don't think they're torture porn as much as people think they are, but that's basically what they do become. Once you get past number 5, it's really weak as far as the storyline, how they're trying to keep this thing going. So I was really hesitant going into this one. So hesitant I didn't go to the theater to see it. I've watched it at home, and let's just say I'm glad that I did. So let's get into the review. So Spiral from the Book of Saw stars Chris Rock as Detective Zeke Banks. It also stars Samuel L. Jackson. He plays Chris Rock's character's father. He's also a retired police officer, and his character's name is Marcus Banks. Max Minghella, is that how you pronounce his name? Stars as rookie detective William Shank, and the always beautiful Marisol Nichols. She plays Captain Angie Garza, who's basically Chris Rock's boss. This film has obviously been described as either a soft reboot of the Saw series, or it's just going to be a standalone film within the same universe. Either way, there isn't much new here to set this apart from the previous 8 films in the franchise at all. Jigsaw and his followers are not even directly involved in the story that's presented as like the focal point of this movie. But everybody, all the characters within the Spiral universe that are involved in the actual case, do believe that the antagonist is really a Jigsaw copycat. So with that being said, I did hear that they may even try to make more sequels to the original Saw franchise, and they may even do a sequel to this one. So I'm not sure, but it looks like they're being a bit greedy if you ask me. The story's going to get awful thin. I think maybe the last ounce of fresh juice has been squeezed out of this Saw lemon. maybe around part 4, like I said, could be part 5. The main plot of Spiral centers around a Jigsaw-like killer who is setting up traps in order to teach the local police department moral lessons about how they need to clean up their act and their corrupt ways and the way they go about solving crimes. One of the very first victims in the film is a cop.
Hello, Detective Banks. Do you know where your officers are?
And he's killed because he won't rip out his own lying tongue before a train splatters him all over the railway tunnel that they've trapped him in. Being that this was the very first trap in the film, and you've probably seen it in the trailer, I was really hoping that I was going to be impressed by some ingenuity of the trap, or maybe some cool special effects used to pull it off. Let's just say I wasn't impressed either way. It's a very silly trap. I don't even know if it would physically be possible to put somebody up and have them trapped in a vice type device on their tongue to where they're being hung up that way. It just looked ridiculous, some of the camera angles, and I just don't even know if it was even possible. So with that being said, strike one, Spiral. In the movie, Chris Rock's character is assigned to that case. Obviously, like I said, because the victim was a cop. So Chris Rock's character, Zeke, is not only fighting against the clock before the next trap is sprung, but he's also fighting against his own police brethren in his department. See, Zeke, he turned on one of his own years before during something that corrupt that was happening. I won't spoil too much. And now everyone in the department considers him a rat. No one wants to work with him now, so much that his new captain, played by Marisol Nichols, assigns him a new rookie partner against his wishes. While I do like Chris Rock as a comedian most of the time, I don't like him in this role at all. I really, like I said earlier, had my reservations about him even playing in a horror film to begin with, and it looks like my fears were justified just maybe after the very first scene. His character goes undercover with a group, and while they're undercover, you have to listen to Chris Rock's character crack jokes to his crew like he's almost like he's auditioning for some stand-up comedy or comedy gig or something like that. Most of the jokes weren't even funny in that part.
Forrest Gump with special needs, man. What was the name of the girl?
Jenny.
Jenny. He did everything for Jenny. He beat China in ping pong. You know how fucking hard that shit is?
It seemed like the humor was forced a little bit. I got enough of that kind of crap in Halloween 2018. I don't need it in my Spiral series. This film takes it to the extreme, though. Every time the Zeke character is placed in a really stressful situation, another zinger or insult just comes out of his mouth.
What you want, a cookie?
Chris Rock has done some serious acting in his career in a couple movies that I actually liked, but trust me, this is not one of them. He drags the film down a little bit because of this forced comedy. And let's don't even talk about Samuel L. Jackson. Maybe he should have been the lead of this film because he's basically just a glorified cameo in this. So, strike two with the casting. I'm going to admit that a couple of the traps, though, after that first one are decent. There's a couple that are inventive, but they don't make up for the paper-thin plot and the extremely predictable twist at the end that I saw coming a mile away. The main themes in this movie are about police abusing their power, like I said, and then obviously that someone thinks they need to be taught a lesson. One of those ways is this god-awful puppet that's used this time around. Gone is the awesome, iconic Billy puppet, you know, that comes riding out on the tricycle. Here, you got the worst looking pig puppet that I could have created something better. It's the worst thing that I've ever seen, dressed up as a cop, with marionette type strings included. I get it. The police are pigs and they're also puppets in this game. But oh wait, never mind. The movie is not that clever. So strike three. Are they out yet? Maybe, because I'll say one thing. The creators of this Saw series could have breathed some fresh air into this by doing some things, maybe try changing up the main characters a little. Why not make Marisol Nichols the lead? Maybe make a female a lead sometimes in this series. I think they really dropped the ball back in Saw 3 by not having Dina Meyer's character. She played Allison Carey. She should have been the focal point of a few films instead of getting killed off as early as she did. The shining star in this Jigsaw-less puzzle, though, like I said, is Marisol Nichols to me. She's great as the captain, kind of playing a part I wasn't expecting her to be. She pushes Zeke along.
I also got a bullet, and I got to look over my back for the rest of my career.
Shut up! It's too fucking hot in here for me to listen to this bullshit. I got a heat wave going on. We got rolling blackouts. The city is nuts. Stop!
But her role is too small. It should have been bigger. She's a star who doesn't shine bright enough in this movie. They kind of hold her character down. So based on my comments so far, you might think that I'll be giving Spiral my dreaded hot garbage rating. But I'm not. It isn't the worst movie I've seen lately, trust me. I saw things, let's not get into that. But it did not live up to my expectations is the main problem. Like I said, loved the first 5 Saw movies. Disappointed in the sequels that came after one, and I'm disappointed in this one. I was really hoping Chris Rock would deliver something new, a fresh take on the series, but not only did his production team just basically keep the mediocrity going, they had the nerve to even try to rip off the original couple of first Saw movies with some key scenes throughout this film. Like there was one scene where he potentially had to use a handsaw to cut his hand off. Or there's a trap at the end where they use the iconic Saw movie music, the theme, right before they reveal that twist. So come on now, either you're a Saw movie or you're not. Make up your mind, Spiral. Stop stealing their thunder. So I'm going to admit, though, like I said, that Spiral isn't the worst film in the series. Jigsaw was pretty bad, but it's not going to be worth a lot of repeat viewings. I'm going to give it a big fat thumb to the side. Meh. That's really all it deserves. It doesn't deserve nothing more, nothing less. Have you seen it? What do you think of Spiral from the Book of Saw? Is it a worthy piece in this jigsaw puzzle? Let me know your thoughts. Put it in the comments below. And then after you do that, please do the normal YouTube stuff. Like my video if you like my review, or if you just like the movie and you like to hear people talk about it. Then after you do that...
Well, YouTube viewer, are you ready to play a game? In this game, you must watch as many videos on the JeffMan316 Customs YouTube channel as you can. After you watch each one, give it the thumbs up. And after you finish watching the videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And then after you subscribe, you need to hit that notification bell. You'll be the first to know when he posts new videos. So until next time, boys and girls, this is JeffMan316 Customs YouTube channel. We're signing off, and we hope you stay safe out there.